Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV. Yeah, man, I'm excited today. So I got Truwerdz, yep, from USA. So yeah, he's on. So I'm about to invite him on. So yeah, let's go in. Truwerdz,
Yo, yo, yo.
what's up?
What's good? What's good? How you hear me? How you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Bet,
it's so
bet.
clear. For sure, for sure, for sure, man. Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV South Africa.
Yeah. What up, what up, what up? Peace, 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 y'all. Peace, y'all.
Peace, peace, much love, much love, much love, man. Thanks, man, for taking time to be with us.
Definitely,
Please,
definitely.
man, just please introduce yourself, man, brother.
Yeah, I already know who it is. It's True Words from New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Repping that boot back shit, man. I already know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, man. So, man, tell us, man, your journey, man, starting as a ghostwriter.
Oh, my journey as a ghostwriter was it's pretty dope. All I had to do was just, sit down and actually just write, bars here, some you know, it was, it's the same thing I'm doing now, but for myself, you know what I'm saying? But some, some used it differently, and I didn't really like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
was like, you know what? Let me decide to do this for myself, see how it is.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then when I was introduced to the booth, man, I fell in love with doing it, and I stopped doing all the ghost writing and shit for other people, man. I just stopped that.
for sure, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure,
man.
for sure. So. By the way, was it your brother who introduced you to doing it yourself, like recording in the booth?
Definitely, definitely, yeah. He introduced me to the booth. He took me there. Uh, he gave me some pointers, and then I was like, all right, let's get, let's try this. Let's try it, because I didn't know how I was gonna do anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote a lot, and I always practiced it, so it wasn't that hard. But the only part that was hard was the winding part, um, like the breathing part. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn, I didn't
Yeah,
know it was like a lot of breathing. You had to get your wind up. You know what I'm saying when you're performing
yeah, yeah,
on the microphone like that. And I was like, man, I didn't know it was this hard. He was like, yeah, man, it's this hard. And the more you do it, the better you get and stuff like that, man. Yeah, that's how it happened. I fell in love with the booth, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna write no more for other people. I was like, you know what? I want to do it for myself. We ended up doing a couple joints together. Then he went separate ways. He went and did his thing, and then I went and did my thing. And that's how it
for
worked
sure,
out. Yeah,
for sure, for
definitely.
sure, for sure. So, how was it like, man, doing your first album? Was it True Words of Ghostwriter?
Yeah, it was true words of a ghostwriter. Just letting people know that the ghostwriter's coming out to do music for
Yeah,
himself, and this
yeah,
is what it sounds like. And
yeah,
this is, and you could, if you listen to that whole album, you could tell I was a rookie. I mean, right away you could tell, from the
yeah,
breathing
yeah,
to messing up in certain places, being off beat sometimes.
yeah,
It's just such a rookie album, but such a good album too.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If you guys haven't listened to that joint, to my True Words of a Ghostwriter, go check it out. It's
yeah, yeah,
still playing on all platforms, man. It's really dope. It's really dope. But
sure,
it's like my baby steps. You feel me? It's great. That's
for
why I don't
sure,
get
for
rid of
sure.
it. I'll never get rid of that album because it's history. You know what I'm saying? Something that it's like growing up. You don't want to that footage of growing up. You don't want to get rid of it.
For sure, for sure,
Word
for
up.
sure, for sure. Plus, I think it the one that was featured on the Coast to Coast what mixtape or something like that.
Yeah, Coast to Coast mixtape was a place where I was trying to get my music on there. It was before the Spotify playlists. It's before all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Before
Yeah.
before Spotify came out and had all these playlists and stuff like that, it was Coast to Coast that really was the place where I was like, man, I got to get my songs on this place. I got to get my song here. So I always submitted to them songs I did with my brother. I submitted some I made some, and some drummer tees, I made a
Yeah.
couple good mixtapes, man. It was fun to do, and some I didn't, and I got turned down, and so and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We'll get turned down, and then they accept some, and I'm
Yeah.
good with that. I was good with that, man. But it was crazy. That was crazy because Coast to Coast was everywhere at that particular time. And I used them a
Yeah.
lot to get my music out there, so that's why I was
Yeah.
a little buzzing from that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow, this is good. Yeah. Then Spotify and everything else started kicking in. Things changed, and then I was just like doing that instead, and I stopped messing with the Coast to Coast. I don't even know if they're still doing that. They probably are, but
For sure. For sure. For sure. So. You see it as like it was a rookie album, but I think like yo, for it to be like um your music to be on the same platform with Ray J and Joel Ortiz, don't you think like that's like high level?
uh, I didn't think of it like it was a high level because at the time, Joel Ortiz was breaking that ceiling. You know what I'm saying? He was just like getting into that ceiling. And
Yeah, yeah,
I was like way behind that. Even though I was on the same caliber of mixtapes and stuff like that with him,
yeah,
I didn't really see it like that because you know what? To tell you the truth, I don't compare myself to a lot of rappers, to no one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? I do
yeah,
stuff. I keep rapping and get better because of me. Like, I'm trying to top what I did last year. I'm trying to top what I did 2 weeks ago. I'm saying, man, I did this song 2 weeks ago. Let's see if I can do a better track this week. Or maybe next month I got a different track and I'm trying to do better than the last one. I'm always competing with myself. And I'm always comparing to my own self. If I'm comparing any MC or any rapper, it's to myself. And that keeps me humble, for one. That keeps me in my own lane. It keeps me like comfortable, and it keeps me understanding that it is a competitive sport and stuff like that. But I don't compete with all that. So maybe that's
for
not
sure, for sure.
competing with me, but I don't even see it because I don't even see it that way no more. I just try to do it for the country, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. But who would you say were like the MCs that inspired you to rap back in the day?
Back in the day, inspiration was definitely there, man. It was a lot of Big L, from Big L to Big Pun to 50 Cent. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people that influenced me to write. Um, Even battle rap, you know what I'm saying? I even tuned
yeah,
in for some battle raps and shit back then, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like looking and seeing how skillful people were, and I'm like, wow, man, I can't believe like there's people doing things like this, and it's just crazy, man. I always wanted to do stuff like that, so I was always a writer when I was a kid. I wrote like poetry when I was younger and stuff like that, but it was never music. But then stuff like that really inspired me. I was like, man, let's see if I can do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I started writing and I started doing it. People started liking it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh shit. And I got a niche for this. I've always been a hip hop head since DJ Molly Mall back in the day. I'm an older head. Um,
yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I started writing before I even started rapping. And I started DJing before I even started writing. And I started breakdancing before I even started, DJing and stuff like that. So everything was
yeah,
all like, all the steps in hip hop, I practically did it all. You know what I'm saying? From
yeah,
breakdancing, tagging on buildings and stuff like that with graffiti and stuff. From that, you know, what else? What else did I do? I did DJing, and then I started doing writing, and then I started rapping and stuff like that. So a lot of hip hop there. You know what I'm saying? surrounding me.
for sure,
So
for sure.
yeah, man, it was great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Also, your project, the EP Reflections, was it
Mm.
after the first album?
Uh, Reflections was my EP was second project of mine.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Truwerdz of a Ghostwriter was my first album ever.
yeah,
Uh, but Reflections was a different route. I was trying to show a different side of me, even though I still kept hitting people with the bars, but it was just different
yeah, yeah,
musically. If you listen to the two, it's like night and day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even if you listen to my stuff now, it's more
yeah.
like punches, 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 right? But this album the EP Reflections, man. It's just totally different. Like it's just a different vibe, different sound, different way of writing. Um, it just took me to another place of my artistry, and that's why I love the album so much. That EP, I mean, I love that EP so much because even though it was slept on, and it was slept on because not because people disliked it, because I didn't do my job as an artist to push it the way I
Yeah,
was supposed to. The way I was supposed to push it,
yeah, yeah,
I didn't do a good job at it.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's still a good project. Yeah, man.
yeah. I mean, mentioning that it was a challenge for you to push it. What do you think like independent artists missed when it comes to marketing their music? Are
Just
there certain mistakes that we make?
Yeah, just understanding that not everybody's gonna like your music. That's one.
Yeah,
You gotta understand
yeah,
that, and then and understanding that there are people that do like your music. So instead of concentrating on pushing your record to everyone, my advice is to artists out there, is to push it to the people that like it, or in
yeah,
that category. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
The targeted audience is always the best audience. If you put your music in front of the right people, they will listen to it. It's just like having TVs in one place and people are looking for TVs. Guess what? They're going to buy your
mm,
TVs in that place. You feel me?
true.
It's just going
Yeah,
to happen. You know what I'm saying? So my advice is make a lot of music, keep pushing your music, but push it and put it in front of the right target, right audience, and it's going to be hard for you to fail. Basically, that's my advice. I didn't know
for
that.
sure.
I didn't know that then, but I know that now. So now I'm a boom bap artist. I spit the bars, and I'm more lyrical than anything.
Yeah,
And so I put it in front of people that love that stuff. So that's why I have become a little more successful than others in the sense of maybe streaming and income and stuff like that, because I'm not worrying about credibility. I'm just worried about what I can do for the people that love my music, for them only. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically how I do it.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So, your pro your project with King Virtue, was it after Reflections also?
Yeah, that one that one was, well, he contacted me one time. I think it was through Twitter,
Yeah,
and he was like, he gave me kudos and stuff. He appreciated the lyricism I bring to the table for the culture and everything, and he wanted to work. He wanted to work with me, and I was
yeah,
like, yeah, let's do it, man. And we came up and we actually created this project together. I'm not saying he said, yo, I got a beat here, or he'll throw me a beat. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like the
mm,
rest of other producers. It wasn't. It was
yeah,
never like that. It was like on a phone call. We were on the phone together. Hey, how about if I do this? How
mm,
about I do this? Let me
mm,
check this out. Oh, and I'd be like, oh, how about if you check this out? What do you think? Let's see. I said, yeah, that sounds a little better. It gives me a little bit more vibe. So we build together. It was like a chemistry to create this album. This EP of ours. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to shit. So it was totally different. As you can see, we both are pushing it the right way. We're putting it in front of the right people. That's why it's got big numbers. It's almost hitting 500,000 streams already. The whole album. So we're doing what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're ignoring it or anything in that sense. So it's really becoming successful in the streaming world and stuff like that.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So, but do you think like that stuff is missing, like the collaborations with MCs and producers, because back in the day it was so popular, like even when you had like Gangsta, DJ Premier and Guru doing that stuff with
Well,
um
I think the collaborations is cool, but I think the
mm,
collaborations only should happen when both MCs are actually pushing the record. You understand? Or making money together. If
yeah,
you are doing collaborations and one is falling off and the record's not going anywhere, then it's a bogus collaboration because
yeah,
what are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? If
yeah,
I'm going to do it, let's say me and you, let's say you're an artist, I'm an artist, and we do
yeah,
a record together, we both push at the same potential. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? And get that
yeah,
to a further place, and we can win, and we can make money off of it. But if I'm pushing by myself, then only one rapper is actually just laying back and collecting the royalties. And that's
yeah,
not fair for the person that's pushing it. It's not fair.
true,
So collaboration within artists, I think it should only happen when it's beneficial for the both. You understand what I'm saying? I think
yeah,
the more important place to put your music is like the old days, the DJs.
mm,
Get your music to the DJs. Let them break your record before it drops. Let them break it. You don't know where these guys will be going, DJing stuff, spinning records, scratching, and doing all this stuff. Maybe it's your record. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Just get your music to the DJs and let them break your records. You understand what I'm saying? Collaborations are cool. I'm not saying stay away from it. I'm not saying don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I think you should do it, but do it with the people that are working hard. Like, do it with an artist that is working. You see him out there. He's putting in work. He's doing shows. He's pushing his record. He's throwing stuff at people's faces. That's the MC. That's the rapper you want to work with. He's active. People are paying attention. You're active.
yeah,
People are paying attention. So if you put two people that are doing the same thing and going hard at it, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go places with that record. You feel me? So that's my
mm,
advice.
sure, sure that, sure that, sure that. Plus, I mean, you're also like part of the Gold Squad crew. If I remember, is it also Keith and you, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
who else is it?
The Ghost Squad was a collective of MCs, producers, engineers, videographers,
Yeah,
you name it, podcasters, radio show hosts.
yeah,
We had it all. We had it all. You know what I'm saying? But like all good things, everything goes separate. People go separate ways.
yeah,
We were Ghost Squad, and I think to this day, at heart, we still will be Ghost Squad. You know what I'm saying? But we went separate ways. We branched out. We're doing different things, and who knows? Will we ever get back together? Only time will tell. Will we start collabing together, doing things together? Time will also tell. You know what I'm saying? It's not that we're not messing with each other. We're just trying out new things and branching out, doing things, and seeing where we can go individually. And then maybe bringing that back and then pushing forward after that, after we get more and more of a recognition of being a solo artist. You know what I'm saying? And not as a group, but as a collective. Yeah, man, I was part of the Ghost Squad, man. It was amazing group. I think it was one of the best groups out there at the time. Um, I think it was like a couple months back. It wasn't so long ago. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
were really like top. You know what I'm saying? We did our thing. And
yeah,
yeah, man, salute to all the ex-goats out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Yeah, man. Anytime y'all want to collab and stuff like that, y'all already know y'all got my number anyway. They have my number. They know what the deal is, man. You
Definitely,
feel me?
definitely. I'm gonna pass the message around, cause I remember, I think it was Keith, or
Oh, yeah,
was it
banger.
Mike yeah, 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 I think it was Keith or Mike Hoffa who introduced me to your stuff.
Yeah,
And I
man.
was like, "Oh, this is amazing." Yeah,
Yeah, salute
yeah.
Kate Banger and Mike Hoffa for introducing me, man. Introducing me. I
For sure,
appreciate
for
that,
sure,
man.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure,
man.
for sure. But
Anytime we get like a connection or we need to plug one another, we will. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, check this out. I think this is good for you. Yo, check this out. I think you would fit good here. Hey, guess what? Guess who's doing this? Guess who's doing that? You know, we help each other out, and that was the whole part of Ghost Squad, like actually sharing information and making sure
yeah,
we plug each other in so we can all win. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I saw a lot of, I saw a lot of you guys doing a lot of features with each other and working with each other. I was like, man, that's
Yeah, man.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is it that makes you guys become so consistent in doing that?
The love for it, culture, understanding that, you know what, everything starts at the bottom and foundation is at the bottom, so we have to hold it together for the culture. You know,
Yeah,
without the underground, uh, how can hip hop, you know what I'm saying, sustain any anything brutal? You understand what I'm saying? It's just
yeah,
like
yeah,
foundation is foundation, right? So if the
yeah.
foundation of your house is good, it's not going to fall. So as long as we do that, I think for the culture, that's that's what means the most. You know what I'm saying? We love to do it. We just love to do it. We can't live without it, man. That's the truth. It's no way to live without it, man. It's just like there'll be so many people depressed. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for
Mm.
music, it's
True,
crazy. It's crazy.
true,
But yeah, we do it for
true,
that,
true.
man. We do it because we love it, and yeah, man. Any little bit we get out of it, and whether it's financially, whether it's not financially, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as we get to do it and we love to do it. Yeah.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Speaking about, people out there being depressed, you did go for like for mental health and suicide
Yeah,
prevention.
yeah, it was
How
full
was that
blast.
like?
It was a full blast thing. I think so soon was the corporate and finding that out, and then he introduced it, and then we all got involved with it because we understand that mental health is a real thing. Suicide also is a real thing. So we say, you know what, we need to contribute and we need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Just for the
Yeah,
cause. You know what I'm saying? And we did that. And some of them, some of the Ghost Squad, ex-Ghost Squad members are still doing it. You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? For mental health and stuff like that, suicide prevention, because it's really, really important. Even
Yeah,
celebrities go through that. Even
yeah,
celebrities go through that, no matter
for
how much
sure.
money they got. So, you know, to stick with that and do that for a living, sacrifice finances, because it's not cheap. You know, you gotta pay for a lot of stuff. You know, housing. Like if you're doing a 5-day tour, you need a place to stay. You need a place to sit and lay your head. You need to eat. You know what I'm saying? You need gas money because you're using your own vehicle. It's not like we got a record company that has a tour bus for us and it's touring us all over the place. We don't have to worry about that. But that wasn't the case. You know, we got to take care of ourselves. Then we have to take off of out of work. You know, for some of us do have a 9 to 5. You know, it's blue collar. You know what I'm saying? It's that blue
Mm,
collar rap. You know what I'm saying? That's like it's 9 to 5 and then music. You know what I'm saying? So we have to take care of being absent from there and then making up that money later just to fulfill this full blasting for mental health and suicide prevention. It's that important that it made us
mhm.
take off and forget about our regular lives to actually do that thing. And it was a lot of fun doing it, man. You know, being together
For
under
sure.
under the roof, same roof, sleeping under the same roof, traveling together, you know, kicking it, having fun. You know what I'm saying? It was great. It was great, man. That summer was so good. It was so good, man. Yeah, man.
For sure, for sure. So how do you handle like your time with family and everything? Because it seems like you
Uh,
guys are always like busy and stuff like that.
well, man, it's like this phone is stuck to my hand all given times. As long
Yeah.
as your significant other understands your your point, um, understands that, listen, I'm an artist, this is what I do. I'm always going to be on my phone. Not because
Yeah.
I don't want to be attentive to what's going on with the family time, or 9 to 5, whatever the case may be, but this is what I must do. This is what I do for a living. I did it before you, and I'll probably do it after you. You know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be a person that doesn't want to pay attention to you or to anybody else. But I need this phone to be stuck to me because this is what I do, and I'm a independent artist, and independent artists do not have the luxury to go ahead and have other people do it for them. So we have to do it for ourselves. So it's more time consuming, and you know, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? As long as you become, you know, real, you be real with the person and your family, whatever the case may be, they should be able to understand who you are and what you do for your second part of your life, and that's music. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's what we got to do. We juggle shit, man. We have to do it. You know. I don't sleep.
For sure.
I don't sleep. I'm gonna tell you the
True
truth. I don't
that.
sleep.
True that. Because I mean, I even saw you on the Grime Mode Cypher. I was like, man, that's like the people that are the artists that are there are really top tier artists
Yeah,
that you can
yeah.
find in the underground. How was that like?
Oh, that was
I mean,
amazing.
the pressure.
The whole atmosphere was incredible. It was crazy because when you go there, you see all these artists, and you know, you see them on social media.
Yeah,
You never
yeah,
see them in person. So when you're there, you're in person. They're just like regular people, man. We're all like regular people, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And we're all there. We're chopping it up. There's a lot of artists being together, talking, having a good time. Um, when it's time for, you know, take care of business, we go up there, we take care of business, and you know, man, it's just a lot of fun having a lot of artists together. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's great.
for
Yeah,
sure,
it was
for
dope,
sure.
man. You got to come out to one of those Grimo ciphers.
Yeah, yeah,
If you're out here, you know what I'm saying. Maybe you know you can go ahead and
yeah.
attend and just see for yourself. It's a different animal. You gonna love that.
For sure, for sure. Cause one of my brothers here, a DJ, I'm sure maybe you must have heard of him, Mali Factor. He did one of the instrumentals for the Crime Mode Cypher.
Nice,
So
nice, yeah.
yeah. So like I could tell. I mean, just him posting it and everything, like the work ethic on that platform. It's amazing what you guys are doing there.
Yeah, it's serious, man. Serious stuff. Just because it's not our bread and butter, 9 to 5. So some of us, it is a
Yeah,
9. There's some artists there that's all they do is music, and try to like
yeah,
don't even have a 9 to 5, and just that's what they do, and they hustle that all day long. And I understand it because I also, you know, you know, hustle that shit all day long too. And I have a 9 to 5. You feel me?
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
difficult. And it's that difficult for me, and I could just imagine how difficult it is for them. Because you got to understand one thing: if you don't have fans, if you don't generate fans, then you're heading to a dead end, buddy. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
it's like
True.
you gotta. The only people listening to your stuff is the people that really like your stuff. People buying your merch
Yeah,
is your fans, not
yeah,
your loved ones. You know, not your family members. It's the people that
yeah.
really love your shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure,
So,
for sure,
yeah,
for
man,
sure, for sure.
you gotta come out and check them out, man. One of
Definitely.
these days.
I really should come
Yeah,
and
man.
I should speak to
You
Keith
know,
and
plan that shit, come down and, you know, attend, look at it,
yeah,
just experience that shit. You know, man, it's
for
gonna be the
sure,
greatest thing ever, man, for real.
for sure, for sure. So I mean, I also saw like your performances where you've opened for Young Z, Pac One,
Oh yeah,
Afro,
yeah.
and those are like those are dope artists. Like how was that like?
Oh, it was incredible. It was incredible, man. Just to be on the stage with them, just to see this, just to know that, oh my God, you know what? I do belong up here. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? This is great. The atmosphere is crazy. People are more humble than you think. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has that that hip hop love. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like it. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know, no one's jealous of one another. No one's
yeah.
you know, no one's beating each other up or stuff like that, man. This is your culture, man. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
It's not like what people think. You feel me?
yeah,
You know, But yeah, man, it was a great feeling, man. Being up there and performing it in front of people and doing what you love to do, man. It's just beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. But do you find it challenging, like because it's not just you performing for yourself now, you're being placed in a position where you're opening for other people. Do you find it like it's different experiences?
Yeah. I mean, it's different. Because you know it's a crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's you got artists in there, you got people that are looking for other artists, are there for other artists, and you want to impress them too.
yeah,
Maybe one of them could become one of your, you know, one of your fans and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's your opportunity is there, you know, and you got
yeah,
to take advantage of the opportunity and perform how you perform. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
you got to do it. It's no different than doing a video. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's no different. You know, you got the camera in front of you, yeah, but then here is you got people in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's nerve wracking in the beginning. Like you get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gets nervous. You know what I'm saying? But when you get
Yeah,
up there, when you start to hear the beat and everything, you start warming up. It just feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
just crazy, man. I love that shit.
for sure, for
I
sure,
love
for sure,
that,
for
man.
sure.
Word.
So are there any upcoming albums that you're working on now or
Yeah,
projects?
I'm working on. Well, I finished the project with K Banger. It's called The Statement. It's an
Yeah,
EP. It will be dropping. I think in July. It
yeah,
will be dropping in July. Yeah, we got some videos already made for it.
yeah,
Like we got
yeah,
like
yeah,
one is already out. Feed Off Me. It's
yeah,
already out on YouTube.
yeah,
We have a video for Amen. We
yeah,
have a video for Celebrated. That's another one that's on the EP. And
yeah.
we're gonna be working on some other videos for the. Hopefully, we get a lot of videos done for that project. I'm trying to get a video
Yeah,
to every song.
I think I should interview you guys then. For both of you for when after you
Oh,
guys
for
release
the
the
EP.
album.
Yeah,
Yeah, for the
definitely.
EP. Yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that'll be great. That'll be great,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, man, we
I
can do
think.
that. Yeah, so we're working on that EP. It comes out July. I got
Yeah,
I got a song coming out this May 13th.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's called They Thought by me, Vince
yeah,
Vega from France,
yeah,
and Ja Eyes from France as well. We you know he's talking his shit in France. I'm talking my shit in English. You
yeah,
know, and
yeah.
it's hip hop, man. We keeping
Wow.
it hip hop. We tearing it up. That's coming out this May 13th in a couple of days.
Yeah. All right.
Um, I don't know what I'm releasing next month in June. I'm
Yeah,
releasing something, but I got like two songs that I don't know which one I'm gonna release, but you know I'm gonna release it, and then I got the EP
yeah, yeah.
July, and then I'm gonna push that EP for like 3 months, man. I'm not gonna be fine. I'm gonna be doing that shit for 3 months. I'm working on another record. It's probably October. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it so far. You know, I'm not doing anything outrageous yet. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
so far so
yeah.
good. Yeah, so far so good. And then maybe do some performances with K Banger. We'll let you know when that hits the surface.
Happens.
Yeah,
For
man,
sure, for sure. Yeah,
definitely.
man. Cause I keep asking rappers to send me the flyers for the events, so that their fans who might be actually on our platform
Yeah,
to see it,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that the reach out is much more, I
You
guess.
gotta expand. You gotta expand. You know, United
Yeah,
States is not the only hip hop spot. You know, you got
yeah,
South Africa where you're at.
yeah,
We got France. You know what I'm saying? We got
yeah,
a lot of places overseas, man. Romania is another place. You know, a lot of real
yeah,
hip hop cats. I mean, try to get your music everywhere. It starts with the DJs. You know what I'm saying? It starts with interviews like this. You know what I'm saying? Getting your
yeah,
music out, getting
yeah,
your
yeah,
name out there. The
yeah,
more you do it, the more better it is for you as an artist because you're independent. You know, you don't got people, a record company behind you doing the work for you. You have to do it for
true.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to
Yeah,
do it. You can't be lazy about it. You got to do it. You'll show up.
For sure, for sure.
Word.
Yeah, because the challenge that I'm having is like, I don't know, like what is it that we're missing as podcasters in the hip hop movement, like that we have to do to 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 help
To catch wave, to
hip
catch
hop,
wave, to catch
yeah,
wave.
to catch
Yeah, to
wave, you know what
catch
I'm
wave.
saying? Yeah,
Listen,
cause like
you got to catch wave. All right, so that phrase right there alone should give you an idea. You look at a surfer, and
yeah,
he's getting on his surfboard and he's paddling and paddling, and what he's waiting for? He's waiting for that right wave so
yeah,
he can ride it, right? So that's the
yeah,
same thing you got to do. You got to podcasting and whatever the podcasting is about, whatever you're
yeah,
doing, you got to get it in, like everybody else. You got to get it in front of the right people. So if you put your podcast in front of whatever this is, right? Like this is podcast, this is interview, right? So we're
yeah,
doing a podcast interview, and if we don't put it in front of the right people that like this kind of stuff, we're not gonna get no traction. You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? You're
True,
doing the
true.
right thing because you got me on here, you got
Yeah,
you on here, and we
yeah,
have a lot of artists, hip hop artists that love the same shit, that love to do this stuff, right? So you
yeah,
got them that you got artists that want to get on and get an interview. Then your only choice right now is to try to find out other podcasters that are doing the same thing as you and seeing their
yeah,
audience, seeing their reaction. That takes you to go in there, take a little look, see who's
yeah,
conversating, see who's engaging, and those people that are talking about it, engaging, who's in that room.
yeah,
Those are the people that you should be contacting. Say, hey, I saw that you was looking at this podcast, whatever it is. I
yeah.
also like that podcast, but I also do a podcast that's similar to them. You should come check out what I'm doing. Also, you might
Sure.
like it. So they might just say, you know what? I don't have to stay stuck with this guy. I can also go to him, hip
Yeah,
hop, and I can go to Hip Hop Nation and
yeah,
check out what he's talking about, who he has on there. Who knows? You might have like a Joel Ortiz or somebody else up there, like a Royce the
yeah,
5'9"
yeah,
on your show.
yeah,
So maybe they could tune in. They could tune into that. But that's the people that's people you gotta target. But in order for you
sure.
to target, those people, you gotta target the podcasters that are doing the same thing you're doing
Yeah,
and seeing if you can
yeah,
get and borrow some viewers from them to come to yours.
yeah,
And that's how you
for sure,
start. You
for
understand what I'm
sure.
saying? That's my advice to you.
Thanks. Because I've been battling with that, because like I do have artists here at home who are hip hop artists, so like I'm managing them, and I've always asked myself like, yo, am I doing the right thing when it comes to making them network? But listening to what you're saying now, it gives me like a clear idea like what I have to do, because
Exactly,
it seems
because
like
if you just concentrate on artists, let's say you just concentrate on artists and just keep putting
yeah,
artists and you keep doing this over and over, right?
yeah, yeah,
It's not going to get you
yeah,
anywhere because it's just artists, right?
yeah,
Now, if you tap into people that love podcasting, in order for you to do that, you got to go into other people's podcasting, and they may have more viewers than you. But that doesn't
for
mean
sure.
nothing. You're not comparing yourself to them. All you're
Yeah,
doing is seeing who is paying attention, who is chatting it up in the chat box in the bottom, who's talking about it, who's being engaged. Those are the people you start writing. Either you write it down or screen record, whatever you can. I see this guy, and you contact him. Hey, I see that you like this podcast by Joe Schmo, and I got a similar podcast. Come over to
mm,
mine. You might like mine as well. And then they come over, they start seeing what you're doing, they start liking it, they start telling their friends, and then all of a sudden you borrowing viewers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? When they're not doing
yeah,
podcasts, you're doing yours, so they're coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to
for
them.
sure.
It's just that's how you gotta do it. You gotta borrow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You
That's
gotta borrow
amazing.
a little
That's
bit.
amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but before you leave us, my brother, please let the family know where they can reach you in terms of your social media
Word, word.
platforms, and maybe even an email address, for those who wanna contact you for work.
Yeah, definitely. If anybody want to contact me, you can go ahead and hit me up at Truwerdz That's my website. I have everything there you need. Whether you want to buy merch, you want to buy music, or you want to just listen to music, I got my videos up there, my
Yeah,
contact up there. You can contact me through there. Or you can go ahead and hit me up on social media, on Instagram, at Truwerdz, Truwerdz.
yeah,
Also, I'm on Twitter. You can catch me. You can contact me there at Truwerdz. Also at Truwerdz. That's Truwerdz with a Z, not
yeah,
S. Z.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
put a
See.
if you put an S, you might catch somebody else, and you don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
so go ahead and contact me, man. We can chop it up. I'm not a stubborn guy. I'm not a stuck-up artist. I'm always willing to talk back to people, talk with people, chop it up and stuff like that, man.
yeah,
And yeah, man, hit me up through the DMs. It doesn't matter where you hit me up, but make sure you visit my website. That's
yeah,
the most place I spend my time at.
yeah,
You can contact me through there, man. That's truewordsmusic.
yeah.
Um, .com. Truewordsmusic.com. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I should share the link probably later then. So that they'll probably remember it. Cause I cause
Yes,
I,
sir.
cause I heard cause I heard you mention something about merchandise. So
Yeah, I got
please,
merch up
yeah,
there. Some
yeah, yeah,
barhead
yeah,
merch.
for sure,
Yeah, man.
for
Yeah,
sure,
it's
man.
for those.
My
It's for
brother,
those. It's for those who like bars and stuff like that, man. You feel me?
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. We're definitely gonna check it out. Man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Hearing the project with Keith.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be
He's also
amazing.
amazing.
I can't stop
Yeah, I
listening to
mean,
the joint. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not even lying, man. I hear
yeah,
it. I'm listening to this shit every day, man. It's crazy.
yeah,
It's so good.
yeah.
It's so good, man. You gotta listen to it, man. Can't wait.
I can't wait for it, man. So yeah, man, definitely we gotta do an interview with you guys.
Definitely.
Yeah, I still even owe Mike uh, uh um
Interview.
an interview as well. Yeah,
Hit
I
him up,
also owe him
man.
an
Hit him up.
interview.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit him up.
So yeah, definitely. So yeah, because I promised Keith like, yo, I'm just gonna go. He's gonna help me get the whole Gold Squad here at Hip Hop Nation TV.
Word up.
So definitely, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My brother, I appreciate you. Salute to you
Salute,
and
brother.
and and,
Salute. Salute to
and your
everybody that
team
tapped in too, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all,
for
man.
sure, for sure, for sure.
That's love right
Thanks,
there.
man. Shout out, shout out.
Peace.
Peace. Much love.
Much love. Peace.
It's freezing. Hey guys, I'm not sure if I'm live, if you still see me. Um, Shout out to everyone that was watching. Uh, Yo.